Well, I decided to use a little bit of artistic license, and I decided to put in a couple of kangaroos. Now, as you can see, I'm using my magnifying glass here just to see if I can get a bit more detail. Now, when I refer to the term artistic license, really the whole drawing is artistic license, because there's no photo that I'm actually drawing from. I mean, it's not an actual scene as such, so I'm really just making it up as I go along. But I'm using like the stagecoaches for my reference photo, of course, a picture that I got from Pixar Bay. In the bridge scenario, that's pretty close to the actual scene, like the layout and everything. And the foliage is pretty much the same. I mean, I put in a few extra rocks and a couple of extra prickly pear cactus plants. But basically, that is pretty much the same. Now, about 3 or so years ago, I used to do the weekend markets. And I remember in the winter time, like some of the markets I'd have to leave at 3 o'clock in the morning to get there, to set up and everything, because a lot of them opened at 6 o'clock. And quite often it'd be a real foggy, misty morning, and you could only just see just in front of the car. So it was a bit of a slow sort of a trip. And there would be kangaroos running along the side of the car, and that was the scariest thing. I mean, not the stories that I've heard. I never ever hit one, but man, people have had them come through the windscreen and everything. And they're not little. They're a really big animal. Well, they're all different sizes, but the big ones are really big. So I ended up having to put a bull bar on my ute. I didn't have a car, I had a ute, but luckily I never ever hit one. But man, I come close a few times because they've been running along beside you, on the road there. This is during the day, for example, you can see them clear as. And then, they're sort of bounding along, and then they'll do a sidestep. Man, I've been close, and like a sidestep towards you or in front of you. Oh yeah, we've had a few close calls, all right. But I guess, well, that's just part of living out in the country, because, where the wildlife is so abundant. They were here before us, so it's their territory. I really enjoyed just sitting here drawing away. I've done so many things, over the years. I've had my own businesses, I've been a shearer, I've worked in the bush, fencing, sold cars, had my own restaurant, bar and grill, pub, and built that myself. But art is the only thing that I've found that I don't get bored with. It's just something that every day is different. I've been drawing this is number 8, but I haven't got sick of it. You might be sick of looking at it, but I certainly haven't got sick of drawing it. I'm finding more and more things to do, which I know it's got to come to a stop very shortly. In fact, probably there'll be one more after this, and that's probably going to be it. But I just find that art is just, it's not just a physical thing, art. To me, there's 2 sides to art. There's one is the actual drawing, the physical side of it, the physicality of, putting pencil strokes on paper. And basically, that's really all it is. You just got to put them in the right place. But the other side is the mental side of it. It's how it makes you feel. And it doesn't matter how good you are. There's a feeling of satisfaction when you're taking the time to actually draw something, and it looks pretty realistic. And you just got to realise that over time you'll get better at it. That's one of the key things for me with my art, and I think that's why I don't get bored. And of course, one of the other things is, before COVID came along, I was teaching here in my studio, and of course that all went out the window, or out the door with COVID. So what happened was, that's when I decided to start my YouTube channel, and I'm coming up to 2 years in a couple of weeks, and I haven't got my 1,000 yet, but really It's all about the awesome people that I've met from all around different parts of the world. To me, that's the most important thing. Look, I know that I'm going to get my 1,000. That's going to happen, and I know I'm going to do all right. But it's not the key that's driving me. I'm a self-taught artist, but in actual fact, I've had many tutors just through YouTube. When I look at some of the beautiful artwork, and I think, oh yeah, I'm going to try that, or I'm going to try this. So this YouTube platform, as much as we get disappointed with it at times or frustrated with it, it is a huge help. Well, we'll just have to continue this story some other time, and maybe in the next video, because right now it's about that time where I stop talking, and depending on what part of the world you're in, grab a glass or a cup of your favourite drink, sit down, put your feet up, relax, listen to some beautiful sounds, think about the wonderful weekend ahead, and I'll see you shortly. Well, we're getting there. It's a bit of a slow old journey, but hey, that's art for you. And honestly, I really don't know what I would be doing if I didn't have art in my life. I'm really enjoying this journey, and I hope you're enjoying it just as much as I'm enjoying sharing it with you. And I'd just like to say a big thank you to all my subscribers for helping me get to 900. Well, it's either above it or below it, but anyway, to me it's 900. Alright, now would be a good time to hit that like button, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and share it with your friends, because if you're enjoying it, the chances are they're going to enjoy it just as much. And if you haven't yet subscribed, hit that red button. Click on all, that way you get notified every time a new video comes out. I do 2 videos a week, and that's my Fun Times Family Art on a Wednesday, and then I do my vlog on a Friday. Now if you're new to my channel, it's your first time here, this video over here will be the one for you to watch next. Because if you like the one you've just watched, you're really going to like that one as well. Well, that's about it this week, my friends. Stay safe out there, have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next time. Same place.